Life often presents us with challenges that seem insurmountable, moments when we feel like giving up or walking away. But what if there was a way to train our mind to tackle even the hardest of things with grace, focus, and determination? Today, I'm going to share a powerful method known as the Lotus Method that has the potential to transform your mindset and help you achieve what seems impossible. Many years ago, as a young monk, I faced obstacles that felt impossible to overcome. My mind was scattered, my thoughts restless, and my determination weak. But in the stillness of meditation, I learned something profound. Our mind is like a lotus. It can blossom in the most difficult conditions, reaching the surface even in muddy waters. This is the essence of the Lotus Method.
To achieve greatness, we must first embrace the struggle. Just like the lotus grows from the mud, our growth is often birthed from our greatest challenges. But how do we force our brain to do these hard things, especially when everything inside us tells us to retreat? The answer lies in understanding and practicing this method every day. To achieve greatness, we must first embrace the struggle. Just like the lotus grows from the mud, our growth is often birthed from our greatest challenges. But how do we force our brain to do these hard things, especially when everything inside us tells us to retreat? The answer lies in understanding and practicing this method every day.
The first principle of the Lotus Method is to acknowledge the challenge without fear. When faced with something difficult, it's natural to feel anxiety or resistance. But if we retreat at the first sign of discomfort, we miss the opportunity for growth. The lotus does not question the mud, it simply rises through it.
Think about the hardest thing you faced in your life. The fear you felt, the doubt, the uncertainty. Now, instead of retreating, what if you leaned in? You see, the key to doing hard things is to welcome the discomfort, not run from it. Every time you face a challenge, you have a choice. Do you let the challenge overwhelm you, or do you rise above it? The Lotus Method teaches us to embrace that discomfort as part of the journey. You are not defined by the difficulty of your task, but by your willingness to push forward, no matter what.
The second principle is mindful presence. Too often, we let our minds wander to the what-ifs of the future or replay the failures of the past. But the power to succeed lies in the present moment. To do hard things, we must first master the ability to focus, to be fully engaged in the task before us. One breath at a time, one step at a time. Imagine yourself in the middle of a daunting task. Rather than thinking of how long it will take or how impossible it seems, focus solely on the present. What is the next small step you can take? Each moment, each action, is part of your growth. By remaining present, you allow your mind to focus solely on the task at hand, unlocking the energy and clarity needed to push through.
The third principle of the Lotus Method is patience with the process. The lotus doesn't bloom overnight. It takes time for the seed to grow and for the flower to rise. In life, the most difficult tasks often require patience and persistence. You will face setbacks, and you may feel discouraged. But remember, progress is not always linear. Trust that each small effort you make, no matter how insignificant it may seem in the moment, is helping you move closer to your goal. Be patient with yourself, and understand that you are always growing, even when it feels like nothing is happening.
Lastly, remember this. You are stronger than you think. The hardest challenges in life are often the ones that teach us the most about who we truly are. The Lotus Method is not just about doing hard things. It's about trusting yourself, embracing the process, and growing through every challenge that comes your way. So, what is one thing you can do today that challenges you? Take a step, no matter how small. Embrace the discomfort, stay present, be patient, and remember, just like the lotus, you too can rise and bloom from the most difficult of circumstances.
May your path be filled with peace, strength, and endless growth.